Ladies and gentlemen, leadership is not about power, it's not about titles, it's about purpose. True leaders don't just stand in front and command, they step forward and commit. They lead not because they have authority, but because they have a cause worth following. Leadership is not a position, it's a responsibility. Too often, people mistake leadership for authority, believing that having a title or position automatically makes them a leader. But true leadership is not about where you stand in an organization or how much power you hold over others. So it is about the impact you create, the values you uphold, and the example you set for those around you. Leadership is not about commanding from the top, it is about serving with purpose. True leaders don't just point the way, they walk the path themselves. They understand that leadership is not about giving instructions and expecting others to follow blindly. Instead, it is about embodying the vision they want to see in the world. When a leader sets an example, they inspire others to believe in something bigger than themselves. They don't just say what needs to be done, they show it through their actions, their consistency, and their commitment. This is the kind of leadership that creates real, lasting change. If you want to see change in the world, be the first to embody it. Change does not happen because of speeches or promises, it happens when individuals take responsibility for creating the world they want to live in. Throughout history, the most influential leaders were not those who simply spoke about change, but those who became living examples of it. They took risks, faced challenges, and remained committed to their cause, even when no one else believed in them. Their leadership was not, people don't follow words, they follow actions. It is easy to talk about change, to make promises, and to inspire people with speeches. But at the end of the day, what truly matters is not what is said, but what is done. Words can capture attention, but actions earn trust. A leader's credibility is built not through eloquence but through consistency. People look to leaders not just for direction but for proof that what they are being asked to believe in is real, that it matters, and that it is worth committing to. If you want others to believe in your mission, you must believe in it first through your actions, not just your speeches. Passionate words can stir emotions for a moment, but they fade quickly if they are not backed by real effort. A leader who speaks about innovation but resists change, who preaches about hard work but takes shortcuts, or who demands accountability but avoids responsibility, loses the confidence of their people. The strongest belief is not communicated through speeches but demonstrated through action. It is in the way a leader works, the way they show up, the way they persist despite obstacles. Leadership isn't about what you say, it's about what you do. Words can set a vision, but actions create momentum. A leader who leads with action sets a standard that others naturally follow. When people see a leader who is fully invested, who is willing to do the hard work themselves, they become inspired to do the same. Action-driven leadership creates a culture of accountability and commitment, where people are motivated not because they are told to be, but because they see the example in front of them. A true leader doesn't just demand excellence, they model it. The world doesn't need more speakers, it needs more doers. There is no shortage of people willing to talk about ideas, discuss possibilities, and share advice on what should be done. But change is not created by those who only speak, it is created by those who act. The world moves forward because of the individuals who take risks, who step into the unknown, and who put in the work to turn vision into reality. The leaders who truly make an impact are not the ones who simply articulate a dream, but the ones who take the first step toward it. Actions build trust, and trust is the foundation of leadership. When people see a leader living their values, making sacrifices for their cause, and showing resilience in difficult times, they develop a deep sense of loyalty and respect. This is the kind of leadership that inspires not just temporary enthusiasm but long-term commitment. When leaders do what they expect from others, they don't need to convince people to follow them. People follow willingly because they believe in the leader's integrity. Every great movement, every revolution, every transformation in history has been driven by doers, not talkers. The people who make a real difference are those who take responsibility, who do the hard work even when no one is watching, and who remain committed even when challenges arise. Leadership is about stepping forward when it's difficult, about standing firm in one's values, and about making things happen, not just talking about them. The question every leader must ask themselves is simple: are you just speaking about what should be done, or are you actually doing it? Are you leading with action, or are you expecting others to move while you stand still? The most influential leaders in the world are those who embody their mission, who let their actions speak louder than their words, and who inspire not just by what they say but by how they live. Because in the end, leadership is not measured by the words spoken, but by the actions taken. Leadership is not about words, it is about action. People don't follow speeches, so they follow examples. A true leader doesn't just talk about change, they embody it. They don't just set expectations, they meet them. They don't just inspire with words, they ignite belief through their actions. If we want others to trust in our vision, we must be the first to demonstrate our commitment. If we want to create change, we must take the first step. The world doesn't need more people telling others what to do, it needs more individuals willing to lead by doing. So, the challenge for each of us is clear: are we just talking about leadership? Or are we truly leading? Are we just dreaming about change? Or are we making it happen? The most powerful leadership is not spoken, it is lived. And when we lead with purpose, act with integrity, and inspire through action, we don't just lead, we transform the world around us. So let's make a commitment, and not just to lead, but to lead with purpose. Not just to speak, but to act. Because leadership is not about control, it's about influence. And the most powerful influence comes not from what we say, but from what we do. Thank you.